Hey guys, this is Kane from Blue Dragon Distro. I'm here to show you unboxing of Daggerheart. Daggerheart is a new game core mechanic system that Critical Role took several years to develop. And I believe it was last year, roughly at the same time, they did a whole show of the new system that they put together that is supposed to be, very similar and familiar to D&D, with some caveats, Instead of saying, okay, you pick this subclass, whatnot, they actually have everything as cards. So it's not just everything on the character sheet. You actually pick out cards, and then from there, you could actually develop and set up your character. The thing with this is the collector's edition. This was technically, it says on the website, it's supposed to be released tomorrow. So on the 20th, if I understood right. But got it a day or two earlier due to how they ship it. The difference with this when it comes to this is because this is a limited edition, this comes in like a different, I believe, kind of box to hold all the cards. Also has alternative cover artwork. It has a GM screen, and then it has also specific dices for this collector's edition. So I just want to go through and just show you the unboxing, not to get too much into how the game works and technically what it is. I just want to show you what's in the collector's box. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the unboxing. I do apologize if this camera flips. This is like a desk camera and it has a mind of its own when it wants to reorient itself. I'm gonna try to do this so it doesn't flip, but it may flip if I bump it by mistake. Now being careful so I don't cut anything that I don't want to open. Yep, see, it flipped for a second. I actually wish this camera was further away from my desk. But let's see, what do we got? Okay, just more cardboard, go down the side. But that already looks nice. And when you actually open it, you actually got some nice artwork here. So give me one moment. Once again, if I can edit that to make it smoother, I will try. So this is how it looks here. This is the cover. So it says dragon, Daggerheart. Keep saying dragon. There isn't too much anything else. Yeah, so I like that. So let's get this thing open. Definitely when it comes to this desk cam, I definitely do feel like setting up so it's taller. That would be a modification down the road. There you go, unwrapped. So it does have a magnet thing in the front. So let's just open this up. Alright. Oh wow, actually that's a whole thing there. Okay. So here you have, it looks like just character sheets. That's awesome. So here you could, what's your armor, evasion, your agility, strength, finesse, instinct, presence, and knowledge, what level you are. Got everything up on top, so subclass, your pronouns, name, heritage. Then you also got further information. I think these are almost all the same. Oh, okay, so this one's a blank one. But then you got ones like this one has pre-filled out class features, which I know you can't see. But that makes sense because this actually says up on top bard. So yeah, and then this one just says Daggerheart. So I think in here you already have stuff pre-filled out, and also it gives you an example of like for the tiers and that as you level. Because in this case, you go through tiers as you level to that you gain certain, I think, skills and whatnot. All right. Ooh, let's see what happens here. Ah, like. So, let's get everything out of the box. So let's do that first. Let me see. Is there anything else I can pull? Oh wait, the bottom pulls out. So we got this too. I think that, yeah, that's it for this box. Alright, let's take this out of the way. So let's do first what looks like the GM screen. So this is the GM screen here. Let's put this on the side for now. So I like that. It actually has the emblem and everything. It actually looks very nice. Let's open it up, see what we got inside. So cool. I don't know if it's gonna focus in properly, and I do apologize, and hopefully you guys can hear me well. I know I'm away from the mic too. That's not bad. So it actually gives you all the general information you'll probably need as a GM. Yeah, see, I bumped the camera. So it's not bad. They actually put a lot of thought into this. So I think they were doing play testing. So a little background onto this, even though I never got to do any of the play testing, is that they actually had this as an open beta, I believe. So you were able to download the files that were needed and whatnot to actually play the game. So I wouldn't be surprised if the GM screen and the information they wanted to show was available for download at the time. So, all right, let's see what this is. And I may need my blade again because I cannot open up anything. So let's see. A little tear, and that's it. I should have probably said in the beginning, I think the collector's edition at the time was $150. I don't see them having up now. So here's the book. Once again, you got the emblem. I'm not going to go through everything in the book because it's one of those things where I don't know if they have stuff still available for download if you want to just play the game. But it's one of those things where I do believe, like, hey, you know, this is something you want to support them, purchase it, whatnot. So I'm not going to go through every single thing in the book, but just wanted to show you guys real quick how it looks. So in this, it looks like there is 5 chapters. You got also introduction and appendix. So here, let me get the mic closer to myself. So here it looks like, you know, you got prepare for adventure. Then you got playing an adventure, running the adventure. Once again, I know I said it before, probably adversaries and environments they go through. So this is mostly like for the GM stuff and everything, and what they call campaign frames. So it's nice. Once again, I'm sorry that the text is getting blown out from the camera. But mostly just want to look at the images and whatnot. I actually goes through using the book and everything. There you go, okay. At least the image is not getting blown out. So it did some good work and good imagery. I actually like it. Let's just go into a random page. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Definitely something I gotta go through, read through, and then figure out from there. Like, you know, I did want to do a campaign or whatnot. I've been mostly thinking about if I can doing one shots. I know I'm saying this in the middle of this video, but I know mostly my videos are more like video game oriented, not really board games or whatnot. But I've been wanting to get into like D&D kind of style stuff. So So this is actually nice. I actually like this. All right. So this looks like your GM book. Let's take a look at this guy here. See what's in here. Gonna do it this way. Oh no. Oh, okay, has no magnet. So over here is a flip open from here. There you go. I'm not gonna bust open all the cards, but based on what I said before, you have community cards. Ooh, I like how it looks like that gold look. Don't know if it shows up well on this camera. Also, these cards help you with subclasses, having certain special abilities. And I'm presuming that as you play through the game and go through the tiers, you'll have more cards for special abilities and whatnot. That's not bad. And in here, there's like over 260, 70 cards. So I think these are the dice. If I can get open. Oh, those look nice. Oops. Yeah, those look nice. I actually like how the dice look. Something different than all the other dice I have. Like I have metal dice and all that. And then let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. Not exactly sure what these are supposed to be used for. But different kind of color gems and whatnot. That's interesting. So I would definitely want to, you know, try to see if I could do at least a one-shot game with this and see how that works. And I think that is everything in that collector's box. So I think when it comes to the core kit, I think you get less cards because I think in here there is a duplicate set of 1, and then there's a few more cards. You don't get the dice and you don't get these gems, whatever these are supposed to be used for. But you know, still, if you could get your hands on the core set and like I said, support them, whatnot, because they put in a lot of time, effort, and work, critical role into making this. And I feel like I'm gonna have to go through. I feel like this is meant to be a little bit easier than D&D. Not saying D&D is hard to get into, but if it's something where, you know, you're concerned about, hey, I want to make sure I get all this right, rules and whatnot, I feel like this is supposed to be a lower barrier of entry than playing D&D. So yeah, I definitely think it was worth the money, and I'm surprised I even got it ahead of time. Because I thought we'll got this like Monday or something and end up showing you guys next weekend. So I'm going to try to get this video out. I'm sorry that my setup is not that optimal for doing the unboxing. And this is the first time I'm using this desktop cam. So, you know, I hope you guys liked it. And if anything, I'll catch you guys later. All right, have a good one. And that was just a quick unboxing for Daggerheart Collector's Edition. Bye.